In June 2013, a travel agent was contacted on Facebook by a man named William Gregory Hill. He wanted her to book 3 trips for him and his fiancée. They both shared a couple mutual friends, so she assumed that one of them referred her to him. So she made the plans and submitted the invoice for payment. When she requested payment, William became hesitant. He later called her and said that he wanted to confirm that she was legit. They had a brief conversation, then agreed that he would call back to make payment with his credit card. After about a week of not being able to reach him, she sent him a message to contact her when he was serious about booking the trips. He immediately called back and informed her that he would not be able to book the trips due to his busy schedule. The conversation shifted from booking trips to investing in a travel agency. William asked the woman about her business and her thoughts about the travel industry. Over the next few days, they chatted about business and him investing in a travel agency, then hiring her to manage it. As they continued to chat, he said that his business partner felt that it would be expensive to start a travel agency, so it would take some time to gather up the funds for the investment. He said that he still wanted to do business with her and suggested that she come work for him at his company based in Miami, Florida called Apple Athletes Corporation. He told her that it would be an executive position with a 6-figure salary. She viewed the website and everything appeared legit. He extended a verbal offer in which she graciously accepted. He then sent her a written offer letter in which she signed and submitted with a copy of her ID and a W-2 as he requested. He told her that he would be flying her out to Miami the following week for orientation. Shortly after, he told her that she would need to pay $717 to be licensed and insured for the position. He assured her that she would make the money back in her first paycheck and that her pay begins on the day she signed the offer letter. She then went to the bank and deposited the money into the Apple Athletes account. They kept in contact and discussed the responsibilities of the position and when to expect the equipment. When that date came and passed, she reached out in concern, but was told that he mistakenly had the equipment delivered to his office in Miami, but not to worry because she can pick it up when she comes for orientation. As time went on, it became increasingly difficult to reach William. He would always say he was in meetings when she would reach out regarding flying out to Miami for orientation. She then decided to send an email detailing her concerns and demanded he call her. This worked because he called her and began to tell her that his staff thinks that she should live in Florida in order to take the position. Due to the magnitude of the opportunity, she was willing to move from her state to Florida. He sounded excited about her decision and told her that he has corporate housing that she and her daughter could live in until she gets adjusted. He told her that this would change her life. The woman patiently waited for an update about the job opportunity until she couldn't anymore. After struggling to get in contact with him again, she sent an aggressive email demanding an update on the start and move date or her money back. He replied back with a variety of excuses. One of them was that he was waiting on her background check to be cleared, although she never gave consent to a background check. He also said that he couldn't pay her yet because ADP couldn't verify that she was a Florida resident. None of this was spoken about previously or included on the offer letter. She told him to cancel everything and send her her money back. He said he couldn't because the money was for the policy that's currently in effect. She reminded him that he didn't send her any information about the policy. He then proceeded to tell her that he couldn't send her anything because it's an internal document. Frustrated and appalled, she demanded her money back. William then started bragging about his success and how he doesn't need her little $717. He then told her that he knew about her criminal past. He said that she got in trouble for driving with a suspended license. The only way he could have known this is if he had access to her Social Security number. When she signed the offer letter, she enclosed her ID and a copy of her W-2, which had her Social Security number on it. As they continued to go back and forth, he resorted to calling her names and threatened to post naked pictures of her that somehow he had to the internet. Her mother stepped in and tried to de-escalate the situation. The mom and William had a couple conversations where he promised to send her money back. The money never arrived. He ended up blocking the woman and her mother. She reached out to the two mutual friends she and William shared on Facebook, only to find out that they accepted his friend request but did not actually know him. She then went back onto his website to search for a way to get her money back. She Googled the business address and realized that it actually belongs to another business that has nothing to do with William's company, Apple Athletes. She realized she had been scammed. The following month, she posted a message on the ripoffreport.com to warn the public. Just 2 years earlier in Long Branch, New Jersey, a man was arrested for committing a similar scam. The man used Craigslist to solicit professional young women that were interested in working as a receptionist. He would interview the women, have them fill out documents with their personal information, then request cash upfront for things such as background checks and work permits. After he obtained their personal information and cash, he would stop answering their calls, then disappear. That man was William Gregory Hill. At the time, he was going by just Gregory Hill. One of those victims created a Facebook page titled Stop Gregory Hill. Unfortunately, this did not stop his criminal acts. Fast forward to 2019, William Gregory Hill escalated from small-time employment scams to love scams. He met a widowed single mother of 3 from Georgia on Match.com in March of 2019. The pair hit it off immediately. They wound up meeting in person the same day they connected online. The meeting went well because a week later, they were already discussing getting married and buying a house together. William Gregory, who was then going by the name John Martin Hill, told the woman to prove that she was serious about taking their relationship to the next level by contributing to the down payment of the home they had chosen while house hunting. The woman obliged and gave him $80,000. Once the money was moved from her account and deposited into his, he ran off and never spoke to his supposed fiancée again. The woman reported William, or shall I call him John, to the police. The police investigated him and found out that he had at least 5 aliases and was wanted in Virginia, Delaware, Maryland, and New Jersey. His crimes dated back to 2005. Almost 2 months after scamming the Georgia woman, the police tracked him down in a different state and arrested him. They discovered he purchased a BMW car with the $80,000 the woman in Georgia gave him for the house down payment. They also found out that prior to swindling the victim, he was living with another woman and child and had less than $10 in his bank account, even though he claimed to be a millionaire. In November of the same year, 2019, John Martin Hill, aka William Gregory Hill, pled guilty to theft by deception. He was sentenced to 7 years in prison plus 13 years on probation. He's scheduled to be released in 2026. Moral of the story, be careful of who you let into your inner circle. That applies to both professional and personal relationships. Be wary of the men that try to rush into a relationship. Do your due diligence by doing a background check or at the bare minimum, review his social media accounts. If he appears to be alone in the world, keep your distance. 9 times out of 10, he's hiding for something or some people. Remember, time reveals all. If he's a fake or a fraud, eventually he will get tired of the facade and reveal his true nature and intentions. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, be aware, be safe out there.